Hello Collective, my name is Cheryl and welcome back to Tarot Readings. Welcome to all of my new and returning subscribers, and thank you to everyone for your continued likes, your shares, for your support of this channel, but most importantly for your support of these messages from Spirit. That being said, happy Sunday to everyone. It is another incredibly hot day. I hope whatever you are doing, you are enjoying yourselves, you are resting, or maybe just taking the time to enjoy your own company. Let's look into the current energies to see if there is any information or advice that Spirit would like to share with us for our highest good. Spirit, what messages do you have for that's way too many for a Sunday in particular, right? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? What is it that you'd like us to know? Wow, okay. We have the Magician asking to appear first. Gemini energy. I was told to say male or female. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. Maybe some of you are Geminis, or I'm hearing an air sign. But with the Magician, this is about manifestation. This is about creation. This is about using energy. Interesting. Using energy to bring things to you. Interesting message coming from the Magician today. Let's see. Why is the Magician energy present for the collective? Someone's trying to manifest you, and as I had that message, up came the Ace of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Ace of Cups, as you know, is a brand new emotional beginning, a brand new beginning at love. It could also be a spiritual awakening, okay? So please, collective, only take what resonates. But I do feel in the context of today's energy, there is someone who is either trying to manifest a new beginning for themselves. I'm feeling more strongly it is someone who is actually trying to call your energy in order to have this new beginning. Again, only take what resonates, or maybe you, collective, are trying to manifest someone to come towards you for a new beginning. That could be an absolute possibility as well. But someone is absolutely using Magician energy today because they want this Ace of Cups. They want this new beginning. They want this new start at happiness. And for the bulk of the collective, yes, they want this with you. I'm also hearing someone could also be playing in your energy, right? In order to manifest this new beginning. Someone could also be using some, again, I don't like drawing attention to this, but backhanded means, right? In order to pull your energy towards them. So again, please only take what resonates. There's definitely, I mean, it is Gemini energy, two messages coming from this Magician card today. One can be deemed as positive, one can be deemed as negative, right? Someone could be using, again, means, right, outside of themselves to try to pull your energy in towards you. Interesting. So there could be someone who's listening in the collective right now that is doing this, okay? Or someone is trying to positively manifest you into their life. Because I'm drawn to the fact also that the individual is as above, so below. So I feel that there is an energy that is trying to positively manifest you in, and there is possibly a second energy that is using other means in order to get your attention, in order to draw your energy in to have this new beginning. Okay, that's a lot of energy coming in from that Magician card. Let's see, what else should the collective be aware of surrounding today's energy? We have Hermit energy here, Virgo energy. So there definitely an energy past, or maybe someone in your present energy, or again, maybe this is someone in the collective. They are in a hermit mode. about how to make this happen. Wow. Okay, so someone is plotting. Someone's focus, that flashlight is on you. That flashlight is on figuring out how to manifest you, whether they're using positive energy or negative energy to draw you in to have this brand new beginning. But they're bringing me back to that Ace of Cups. For a lot of you in the collective, I'm being told clearly, you are this cup. Okay, and again, you should already know your story by now, particularly if you are checking out these readings, because there is a narrative that is continuing here. Okay, so there is someone who is in hermit mode who is also using this magician energy. Again, for some of you, it is being used in a positive way. This individual might be trying to change the less than desirable qualities about themselves in order to attract you to them, whereas there are some energies that are using the opposite energy of the magician, flipping that Gemini energy, and they're trying to use backhanded ways to draw you in. But either way, there is this hermit energy. You are still very much the focus of their attention. This is why, again, you are picking these energies up. You might be, again, I'm hearing you could be having these random thoughts, looking at that Hermit card about this it's either a past energy or it's an energy that's present with you currently, okay? But this person has not let you go. That flashlight, again, looking at the Hermit. This person, I'm hearing, refuses to let you go because they still consider you to be their Ace of Cups. Interesting, even the use of words. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. There is a lot of talk going on about you and your new beginning. Ace of Wands to the Eight of Wands. Fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And it still has your person of interest in a Four of Cups. That's been asked to be placed underneath the Ace of Cups. There is still that focus again, as we see with the Ace of Cups, right? On that cup that is not available to them. And that cup is still you. So that fourth elusive cup, Spirit is telling me, is this Ace of Cups that they're hoping to build with you, have with you, for some of you, reestablish with you. Because news about what you're doing, how you're progressing, everyone is talking about you and your new beginning. This is coming in again very strongly. Eight of Wands to the Ace of Wands. But everyone I'm hearing is also talking about this individual, looking at the Eight of Wands to the Four of Cups. So wherever again this person is, they're in a state of emotional apathy. Looking at this Four of Cups, they are disconnected emotionally from wherever it is that they are, because their focus is on that singular cup that they do not have access to, that's manifesting itself as an Ace of Cups in today's reading today. They are still hoping to have not only this new, happy, emotional new start with you, but also this Ace of Wands. But what I'm hearing is, looking at this Eight of Wands, you are so busy being the magician in your own life and manifesting and creating for yourself. You already have your own Ace of Wands. And again, looking at the Four of Cups, this is what's causing that discontentment, that melancholy, that sadness, when this individual is still spying on you. I'm looking back at the Hermit energy. Now, I do want to share something with the collective. Something happened to me this morning, and I'm bringing it to the collective because it does surround the collective readings that I've been doing. Because I have been saying, at least for the last little while, that you will be hearing from either your person or people from your past, or maybe who are still in your present energy. You'll be getting messages, or at least being alerted to the fact that these people are still spying on you, are still following you. So I'm going to share this with you, that this morning when I went to check my messages, I'm not a big social media person outside of what I do here on YouTube. I got 3 confirmations from Spirit for myself regarding these collective readings that had me sit back and just go, wow. Okay. 3 energies from my past reappeared. Now, I haven't been thinking about these energies. I actually had to go back again when I saw each of these energies and how they appeared. And I did recognize that with each of them, there was still something unfinished, right? There were still questions that I still had, because in each 3 of these instances, I had to walk away. One was a former lover with whom I gave all of my creative energy to. And while I was working not just for our relationship, but for what I thought we were building together, this individual was off creating multiple 3-party situationships and relationships behind my back, which forced me to walk away not just from them, but from all of the work and the creative energy that I had invested into what I thought we were building together. I had to let go of all of that, and I had to walk away. The second person was someone who I called my best friend forever for years. And it took me a long time to realize that I was only this person's best friend forever, because I was the person that was so loyal that when they did really terrible things to other people, that out of loyalty, I kept my mouth shut, misguided loyalty. And when people closest to us started to get hurt because of this individual's actions, I decided to walk away. And that was probably one of the hardest choices I ever had to make. And this morning I received a follow suggestion on my Instagram account, and it was the sad old best friend forever who was following me under a different name. Right. And the last person was a family member who I realized had been talking about myself and multiple, I'm not even saying I'm special, multiple other family members in really disparaging and terrible ways, and had been doing it for years. And I finally said enough was enough, and I walked away from this family member. And lo and behold, who popped up in my feed today? This individual is following me and keeping track of me. So in the course of less than an hour, unexpectedly, I found out about an ex-lover and someone who I had given everything to, who was still trying to live off of my creative ideas. From what I saw, they weren't doing it too well, but whatever. I sent them love, and I do truthfully wish them well. But that was a door I was able to close. With my old BFF, it told me, the fact that they were following me under a fake name, that not much had changed with this individual. So that was another door I was able to close. And to see this family member following me clandestinely, secretly, while claiming that they know, they no longer talk to me, they want to have nothing to do with me, and this is after I, of course, walked away from them. Seeing that they were still in my energy, they were still following me. Another door that was able to be closed, but also, again, a huge confirmation, not just for these readings, but also for myself. So as I look at this 8 of Wands, I feel that some of you might be experiencing this, okay? Some of you now, particularly during the retrograde, right? It's the return of these old energies. Maybe you're noticing some activity on your social media accounts Maybe you're noticing, you're getting maybe strange messages or strange friend requests from people that you don't really know, particularly if it's connected to a business account. Please understand that if you are intuitively feeling it might be someone who you were connected with in the past that you had to walk away from, it probably is. So I feel thank you, Spirit, another strong message that I'm being asked to share with you, collective, is that you have to follow your intuition, right? The Eight of Wands also represents energy. And again, the Ace of Cups also represents spirituality, also represents your intuition. It is water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So if you think your person from the past is checking in on you, and again, throughout all of the readings we've seen that, I had it confirmed for me ×3 this morning. And again, it wasn't because I don't believe in my own collective readings. Of course I do. I'm channeling the information. But to have Spirit bring it to me in such a way also told me that there were obviously still some doors for me that needed to be closed, whether I was aware of it or not. So I do feel that might be the case for some of the collective that are watching right now. So is there anything else? Well, that's way too many. Is there anything else that the collective should be aware of surrounding today's energy? Yeah, they're looking at you in your Ten of Cups. This has to be placed underneath the Magician. This is more water energy. This is about this person looking for that emotional happiness. And I also feel it's that collective emotional happiness. Now, looking at the Magician to the Ten of Cups, this definitely could be a person that you were connected to in the past. Again, you could have been married to this person, Ten of Cups. Maybe this is a family dynamic, a group of friends, a community, a workplace, however it might resonate. But this energy is trying to call you back. And it could also be multiple energies trying to call you back to the fold, in massive quotations, looking at the Magician to the Eight of Wands to the Ten of Cups, because everybody wants in on your new beginning. Again, it's about your blessings, right, collective? It's about the things that you've chosen to do. I think I knocked the camera down just a little bit there. There we go. Because I was like, I'm looking lower and lower. But I feel it's about the things that you are doing right now, Eight of Wands to the Ace of Wands, that your past person or whomever's currently in your energy wants to be a part of. And I do feel this isn't just about coming back to establish a relationship. It's about building something of longevity. Ace of Cups to the Ten of Cups to the Eight of Wands. So, but again, I am feeling that if this is a person from your past, okay, looking at the Four of Cups to the Eight of Wands, they are working, looking at the Magician card, they are still focused on trying to manifest you, trying to pull you back in, or manifest or create a way to come towards you. But again, on the same token, there are some that are using the opposite energy to try to pull you in. So again, I feel that Spirit is having me move through this, because that might be why some of you are experiencing that pull on your energy. A lot of the questions I get asked during the private readings are, why is it that I'm constantly feeling this person? Why am I dreaming about this person? Why is this person always in my energy? It's because they are holding on to you, right? By sending this Eight of Wands energy in the form of the Magician in your direction. And they're doing it consciously. They are focused, right? By using this Hermit energy on somehow recreating or having this Ace of Cups with you. So I do hope that does answer the question for some of you as to why you feel that you can't shake this energy. And honestly, for some of you, particularly again, after what happened with me this morning, and recognizing that those were 3 doors that I did not realize still needed closing, that might be why you are experiencing and feeling your person of interest energy the way that you are. There's still a door that needs to be closed. And I feel that just the way that I did, some of you might be getting your confirmations. Maybe some of you have had your confirmations. Some of you might receive confirmations for you today that will finally allow you to close that door and to continue your movement forward. Show me the Hermit energy, please. Wow. Yeah, they're absolutely focused on your new beginning. The Sun energy to the Hierophant, Leo energy, and again, the Hierophant to me is that Gemini energy, that it's also the voice of higher wisdom. It's listening to a power, an energy that is higher than yourself. This is why sometimes this comes in almost as in the form of judgment, right? A priest, a judge, a rabbi, again, however it might resonate for you. Someone who has that higher wisdom. Someone has received the truth. Someone went inwards, right? Someone shone that flashlight on themselves, on you, on their current situation. Use that sun energy to connect to a higher power, to connect to the truth. And I do feel that this is something else that's also been being discussed, interesting, by the madding crowd, right? 8 of Wands to the 10 of Cups. Because this individual is still trying to manifest themselves out of the 10 of Cups and into a new 10 of Cups with you in order to have this Ace of Cups, this new beginning. Now, I really hope everyone's able to follow along with me today, because there is a lot of messages that are coming through, but they are all, I'm being told they're all very important, because it's answering the question again of why you keep feeling this past person's energy, right? Looking at that Magician card, there are people alongside this energy that are actively trying to call you in, right? So they can have an Ace of Cups to the 10 of Cups with you. Your particular person of interest is using that Magician energy in this Hermit energy, right? In order again to send out that frequency, but to also connect to God, to a higher self, to something that is bigger than them, in order to keep uncovering the truth. And again, this is not just the truth about themselves, but the truth in relation to you. And whatever it is that occurred, that happened, that made either you walk away from them or them walk away from you. Because you can continue to be, I'm hearing this, the talk of the town. I can't even speak. This is how much you continue to be the talk of the town. Ace of Wands to the 8 of Wands. Everyone is talking about success. Everyone is talking about your Ace of Cups to the Sun. Because the truth about who you really are has been revealed. The truth about who your past person has been revealed. The truth about your environment, about what you are doing, about, I'm hearing, how connected you are to spirit. 8 of Wands to the Hierophant to the Ace of Cups. Because whatever was said again and done against you has been proven to be absolutely false. But it's also been the turning point for your person of interest. It's a turning point for them to potentially do better, right? For them to establish maybe their own Ace of Wands, but it's still an Ace of Wands that they want to come back and have with you. And that's where, for them, the complication lies. Because I do feel, collective, that you're more than over this individual. Although, again, like myself, maybe this is why Spirit did what it did this morning. Sometimes there are doors that we are unaware of that we need to close. And I do feel that particularly when it comes to tarot, this is why we come to the tarot readings. We're looking for those answers, those confirmations that we are unable to validate within ourselves. And what I am definitely feeling and being told here is, not only does this person see you as a success. See, again, I'm looking at the Eight of Wands because there's so much talking, there's so much energy around you. Part of their karma is witnessing your new beginning with this Ace of Wands. It was in the last reading. Witnessing your happiness with this Ace of Cups. If you have a new family, if you have a family, if you're in a new community, in a new group, looking at your Ten of Cups and having these higher vibrational epiphanies, right? The Hierophant to the Hermit, to the Sun, about who they are, their place in this world, their place in this life, but also where you are. And really, again, how much this individual, look at this, I can't make it up, how much they fumbled the ball. We got the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. They have, it's been asked to be placed on top of the Hermit card. They have complete truth and clarity of understanding, again, about everything they are moving through and everything that they put you through, because those quarrels, those arguments are still happening where they are with this Knight of Swords energy, because everyone knows this person still wants to come towards you. Knight of Cups energy, with that apology, with their heart on their sleeve, to say that they're sorry, to admit their truth to you. But again, they know that it's too late. Yeah, they know that time has passed. Four of Swords energy, in order to try to create a new beginning with you, with the Fool. So still very much a continuation of that last energy from the previous reading. But where your person is again now is, okay, I'm going to do everything that I possibly can to try to manifest the collective back into my energy. But I'm also, again, not feeling just your past person. I'm also feeling the group. I'm also feeling the family. I'm also feeling a community, past friends. Again, for myself, it was a past lover and someone who I also worked with. It was a former best friend forever, and it was a former family member, okay, that showed themselves unexpectedly in my energy this morning. So I do believe, again, that happened to me for a reason, and that some of you, if it has not happened already, some of you will get your confirmation maybe in much the same way, but I do feel that for some of you, your confirmation is coming, because again, they see you as blessed. This is still about your blessings, about how you succeeded where everyone thought that you would fail, that everyone is still looking at your Ace of Cups, your Ace of Wands, but they're doing it now through the lens of that Ace of Swords. Complete and utter clarity and understanding about who you are. I'm also hearing why you do the things you do as I look over at that Eight of Wands. So I feel that there are a lot of energies, including your past person, that just didn't believe in you. Maybe didn't believe in what you were doing for a living. Maybe just didn't believe in you as an individual, as a human being, as a person. And just took every opportunity to knock you down, because what they are seeing, what they are witnessing right now, what has them wanting to get back into your energy, is they're seeing the complete opposite. Because again, I'm being asked to show you once more, you're being seen as blessed. You are being seen as a chosen one, someone who follows spirit, looking at the Ace of Cups, which has helped guide you to this new beginning with the Ace of Wands into your own truth with the Sun energy. What else should the collective be aware of surrounding today's energy? Again, they're trying to do things by the book, right? Your person of interest is closing out a chapter, right? They're also, again, when it comes to you, making sure that they do things by the book. Because when they come to your doorstep, as they're hoping to, right? With that Knight of Cups apology, and again, it's a Knight of Cups, they're coming on their horse because they know there is a huge likelihood if they make it as far as they hope towards you, you're going to tell them to get lost. You might not be open, probably for good reasons, to reintroducing this energy if it's a past person into your life, or if it's someone who is in your present energy and you're kind of aware that this is going on around them, you might not want to entertain them either. So this individual is working really hard to do things by the book in their current energy, and also again in the hopes, in the expectation, interesting, that they'll be able to come towards you. Yeah. They want to go the distance. This individual, again, whomever your person of interest is, they want to go the distance with you. This person has chosen you because they still see you as milk and honey. So I'm going to tell you, collective, it has to be placed on top of this Ace of Cups. Be wary. If someone comes, tries to return back from your past during this Mercury retrograde, be wary. Because I'm hearing very clearly, and now I'm understanding why the channeling this morning, or going into this afternoon now, flowed the way that it did. You need to follow your intuition because this person needs a leg up. This is one of the main reasons that they need to, I'm hearing, need to come back to you. Because where they are right now, there is no love being offered on the table. And this is why looking at you, spying on you, watching you in your success is causing such an upheaval in this person's life right now. But at the same token, you are also causing some kind of spiritual awakening within them. I'm going to say it, right? The Hermit card to the Ace of Swords to the Sun to the Hierophant. You have prompted some type of change, acknowledgement of truth within themselves, Ace of Swords to the Hermit card, that they can't deny, that they cannot cast aside. And I also feel that's what's got them in this Knight of Cups, overly emotional, heart on the sleeve energy when it comes to you. Because again, I keep hearing they recognize how much they not just fumbled the ball with you, but they fumbled the ball where they are right now. Because again, this person absolutely needs a leg up because of the situation that they now find themselves in. So collective, I am going to leave the reading here for today. I really do hope that it made sense to you, that it resonated for you. And if it didn't resonate for you, thank you again for staying until the end of the message. Maybe the next message will resonate for you. Maybe these events have yet to transpire in your particular timeline. But thank you again for supporting this channel, for supporting these messages from Spirit. If you'd like to go a little deeper with a private reading, again, my link is on the community page. You are more than welcome to book with me. And until we meet again, continue to walk in love and in light, and to be good to yourself as well as to each other. Have a beautiful and blessed Sunday in love and light. Namaste. See you soon.